Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Yvonne and this is STICKYMESS17. My channel is all about cleaning information, inspiration and motivation. So if you're interested, please like and subscribe, turn on those notification bells so that you're notified every Wednesday and Sunday at 10 AM when I upload a new video. In today's video, I am dressed like this because allegedly we have got 35 degrees, and I am helping a neighbour clean her oven the quick way. So I'm here now doing that, and then I'm also going to do her next door. So over the course of the next 48 hours or so, both ovens should be nice and clean, and I'm going to do it the easy way, the way I did mine. But I did take the racks home last night from this oven here, and I put them on some tin foil and I sprayed them with Mr. Muscle oven cleaner, and it disintegrated the tin foil. I didn't think of that. It's supposed to be heavy duty, but my cooktop is absolutely fine. But I need to spray this oven, put the racks into the cleaner, and then move on to next door so that they can both sit whilst I'm doing other things. So with all of this said, any products I use in my home is linked on the website stickymess17.co.uk, and let's jump straight into it because I am actually feeling very humid already, and it's only 10 o'clock, so I don't want to be making myself sick because I can't feel the temperature. Anyway, let's jump straight into it. So now you can see the before, and you can see that it is properly caked on. I do apologize, the light in the oven wasn't working, and I for some reason couldn't get the light on the camera to work, but you can basically see the gist of it. It is black at the bottom, black on the sides. The fan is so disgusting, the glass is disgusting. It needs a very good clean, and I will be honest, it did take a few attempts to get it nice and clean. But first I need to spray it out and let it sit to make the magic happen.
Guess I'm gonna dance alone tonight. I'm gonna miss your body. You know I can never get it right without you. No, I don't wanna step into the light if I don't get you, shawty. You bring out the sweetness of my life. Oh yeah. Come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Come on and show me that, show me that, show me that you're the one. I move to the left while you move to the right. While you tryna fight, just come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving.
If you're using this Mr. Muscle spray, make sure that the area is well ventilated. It will make you cough, as well as it needs to sit for a good 30 minutes. Do not put the oven on when it is obviously in the oven. And now I'm going to use this oven elbow grease oven cleaning kit and put the trays into the shelves, the racks, into this bag. But I'm also going to go and pinch the ones from next door so that they can all sit in the same solution.
It's upside down. Oh baby, I love you. Yeah. Why you gonna leave when I need you the most? Wherever you go, I'll be there, you know. Don't be a stranger, don't be a ghost. Cause baby, I love you. Yeah. Guess I'm gonna dance alone tonight. I'm gonna miss your body. You know I can never get it right without you. No, I don't wanna step into.
So now the oven has sat for 30 minutes. I've also sprayed the other one, but that's at the other footage, which will be at the later on in the video. I've got Sally running around just to give me a bit of a hand cleaning up before they come home, and yeah, so it's really cheeky, but I've just got her running around. And then I'm going to give the oven a good scrub, and I've also going to use a it's like a Stanley blade, like a box cutter blade, that you can put in a handle, but I'm going to start with just it with my Scrub Daddy to scrub it out, and then I'll use the drill brush. And the Scrub Daddy was not really making light work of it, so I decided to go get my drill brush and also try and take the oven door off, but I was terrified that it was going to break it, so I gave up on that idea. Cleaned the glass off just so that I got a clean area to lean over. Used the blade, which I pinched from a neighbour, to scrape off the crusty bits on the glass. Now you need to make sure there's like at a 45-degree angle, otherwise you will scratch the glass. And then I'm going to get my handle in a minute and put the blade into the handle, because this was really getting uncomfortable on my hands.
Show me that, show me that, show me that you're the one. I move to the left while you move to the right. While you try to fight, just come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me.
So now I've taken the interior glass of the door off, and I'm just giving that a good scrub with soap and water, and I'll dry it off with my polishing cloth. And I've got this sponge thing, that's what it's pronounced like, a sponge, but it's spelled funny. It's like a chamois cloth that is for the kitchen, and it works wonders on glass as well, because I have got my polishing cloth with me, my E-cloth polishing cloth, but it's just, everything is just so wet, so I like using the sponge cloth. Therefore it, you know, absorbs the water as well. And I'm just putting the door back together, and I like keeping the door in there and clean, so that, as I say, I've got a clean working space, as well as it keeps the door down, because that obviously is extra weight on the door and it doesn't fly up and hit you in the face. Now this is going to be super sped up now, because it did take a while and you can't really see what's going on because it is so dark in there. But now I've just sprayed it down. I've put some like washing up liquid inside the oven, and I've obviously still got the Mr. Muscle on the sides. I haven't actually wiped it out completely, but I'm going to use the drill brush to try and lift some of the dirt. If I actually screw the drill brush into the drill properly, lift the dirt inside the oven, so it will make it easy to clean out. Now that the drill brush is on and I've scrubbed it, I'm now putting the handle onto the blade, which makes it more hand friendly to use the blade. And I've also got the correct angle so that I'm not going to be scratching the surface, because you do not want to scratch the surface in your oven, because it just is prone then to rusting and bacteria and all sorts of things. So yeah, I'm wiping it out, trying to get the rest of it off. And as you can see now, this is disgusting. And this is like the first clean of the oven, so obviously it's going to be the worst, but it is absolutely disgusting. Look at the colour, but it's so satisfying. I love it. Also, if you're going to be using chemicals in the oven, make sure that you wear gloves to protect your hands, because some of these chemicals can be quite corrosive and hurt your skin. Now, my spray is almost finished. I haven't used a whole tin in here. I've used this on 2 previous ovens. I was in my oven twice. So the tin's almost empty. I will go get some more as well. But I've got some hob cleaner. This is obviously the next day now. And I'm going to use the hob cleaner to try and clean out the oven as well. I've left it to sit through the night with the oven cleaner in there. And I'm going to try and get all that up now. I used the entire bottle just in the oven to try and lift the base and the sides. I'll be honest, besides spraying Mr. Muscle on the fan on the back of the oven, I can't really get to the fan unless I start dismantling the oven, and I'm no technician and I don't mess with electrics, so I am going to just do the best of what I can do at the top. And I also don't do the element part because I don't want to damage the element in the oven, because that will just destroy the ability for the oven to actually work. when last did you take your knobs off and clean underneath your knobs? This is such an easy job. Just get something like a, be careful, a kitchen knife or something just behind it, just to prise it up a little bit, and then they just pull off. And then you can give them a good scrub and give the surface of the, you know, the front of the hot cooker a good scrub as well. When you're cleaning around the dials and the knobs, make sure that you don't use anything too abrasive, because it will take the paint off, you know, with the temperature control, as I learnt on my oven. I'm just using an e-cloth kitchen cloth with some water, and it has come up a treat, and then it will just be sparkling. And I'm going to give the knobs a bit of a rinse down as well, and make sure that they are nice and clean and not dusty and greasy and just disgusting. So yeah, it's a very simple job, quick easy fix, and saves having to try and get behind the knobs. Now, even though I've got gloves on, my hands are absolutely soaking and sweating and disgusting inside. So I'm going to change my gloves now, and then I'm going to continue scraping. As you can see, it is a lot better, but there's a lot of little nitty gritties that I need to get up because they're just irritating me. I'm not bothered about the back at the moment and the sides, but I want to get this bit out of the center ring here and get it nice and clean. I don't know whether you can make out. I've tried to zoom in so you can actually see the angle of the blade and everything else, and see how gently yet firmly I'm scraping it. I haven't got the energy, so I'm doing it in little short steps, and I'm trying to rest in between. I mean, this oven is nowhere near done already, but it looks 1,000 times better than what it did 5 minutes ago. Now I'm using the oven hob cleaner just to give it another drill. This is just for the Astonished brand, which you can get from Home Bargains, and just try and get all the leftover bits that the scraper just lifted and get it all up. In case you're wondering, I've got this cordless drill come screwdriver. I think I got it off eBay a couple of years ago. The drill pads are from Amazon. You can get them in all sorts of different strengths and thicknesses, and yeah. This is now the pretty much the almost done oven. Now you can see the top is absolutely disgusting still, but the main oven is clean. I'm not 100% sure, as I say, how to get to the top. I haven't got, unless I could take the door off, then I could scrub around it, but I don't want to damage the element. But the fan is looking a lot better. The whole oven as a whole is looking a whole lot better. So now I'm going to move on to the worktop. I don't show you the worktop, but I will show you the after effects. I have used the drill brush and the hob cleaner as well on top of there, and look how sparkly that is. There's not a mark on this cooktop. So the cooktop's done, the buttons are done, and the racks are back in. As you can see, it is absolutely sparkling now. It almost looks like a new oven if you just don't look at the element at the top. The glass is all nice and clean, the sides are all nice and clean, and it's just looking amazing. I mean, look at that. Yes, a lot of hard work, but brilliant. Now moving on to the oven number 2. I have obviously rotated through. I've already sprayed it down with the spray. I did go get some more, but now it's time for me to come back and do a little bit more. I did miss the back, which is why I'm respraying now.
Oh, we're still here, flipping coins about what's to come. It starts getting cold and we don't know.
And again, I'm starting with the blade. This oven has been cleaned approximately 6 months ago, so I was told. So it's not actually too bad, and they do wipe it out after use. And I'll be honest, I like to wipe mine out after use as well, but I kind of wait for it to cool down because I can't feel the temperature, and then I forget to do it. So yeah, I don't do mine. I only give it a good clean probably once every 6 months anyway. And again, I'm using my kitchen cloth, e-cloth, and just cleaning out the oven and making sure that it's all nice and clean and sparkling. This one was a lot quicker than the other one, and it did come up really easily. If you want to know the reason why I use a drill brush to clean out the oven, it's because I'm pure lazy, as well as I haven't got the strength following my brain injury to sit and scrub, and this makes light work of a hard job. So why not take advantage of the tools that you have to make a job easier? So yes, as I say, I'm just scrubbing out this oven now, and then I'll wipe it down. I will take the glass off in a second. I don't know if I've actually got footage of me taking the glass off, but you'll see me putting the glass back on. There's 2 screws on this oven. The previous oven's got 2 little flaps at the bottom, and mine's got a little clip at the top. So each oven is different. Have a look at your manufacturer's guidelines or whatever on how to remove it, because there is dirt that gets in between the glass.
You start to doubt, I don't blame you, 'cause I feel the same. 'Cause a man can only hold on for so long, and we should be proud. All that we can do is hope for miracles, or just let it go. But honey, we have to be together here in the stormy weather. So why do we hold on, stuck in the stormy weather? Stuck in the stormy weather. Here in the stormy weather.
And I'll say this before you see the footage. I did miss one bit on the side of the glass, and yes, I'm an idiot for not noticing it, but that's what happens when you sit on the wrong side. Thank goodness both homes have a chair, because that made light work of trying to get into the oven. I was just the perfect height to reach in. Now I'm cleaning off the glass again here, and you can see I've completely missed down that one side, but I did get in the door, and I will put the top on, and you'll see me screw that on in a second. Be careful when you're dealing with oven glass, because if you break it, the oven's had it, and it's very expensive to replace the glass. So be super careful when you're cleaning in between the glass on your oven doors. So now that is all screwed in. That is 2 ovens that are nice and clean. Do not over tighten the screws. And as you can see, yes, it's still slightly damp. That will dry out because I've used the sponge. But as you can see, it is absolutely gleaming inside. Again, I have not gone anywhere near the top for the element. It's so dark in here and I do apologize you can't see, but you can see that it's sparkling. Now I did take the racks home and they will be in the dishwasher later and then back in the oven. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to look after your brains. And I will see you in the next one. Take care. See you. Bye.
Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little and we keep track of time, being so serious, idiots, thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown before the